This place first opened way back in 1957. We are inside legendary Lambeau Field here in Green Bay. No team means more to a city than the Packers to Green Bay, and this was the scene a few moments ago as the green and gold made their way out of the historic tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Denver Broncos. 2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line. The end zone for a touchback.
Green 18. I'm coming. Yeah, live. Jump again.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Well, he's going to take a shot right away. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Packers. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Crosby with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Lock and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Locke. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Locke. Eluding the pressure right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end, but now it'll be 3rd down.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Throwing his Lock on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up. Well, we saw them there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 2nd and 9, Rodgers, he sets to fire deep. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. It was Bryce Callahan jarring the ball free defensively.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle is going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. Over.
Fournette running out of the gun. A.J. Boye up to make the tackle. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty...
He rifles one that's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions quote-unquote go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
On 2nd and 7, Locke. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Locke going to try and throw on 3rd down. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down. Now Gordon on 1st down. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Pilot, 64, weak. Watch the safety creep. Twist. Check. Showing it. Bravo. Ready.
Locke to throw on 2nd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Preston Smith comes in for the sack. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
Going to throw right side here. Complete. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. So on 4th down, on comes Brandon McManus and the field goal unit for the Broncos. From the right hash, this from 53. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The corner blitz works to perfection for A.J. Boye. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Throwing now is Rodgers. Trying to lob it in there, but it's incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And Adams has it complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain of 32 that time.
And that one hurts defensively. They force them into 3rd and long, had the advantage, yet they give up the big play right there.
Yeah, their offense was already warming up on the sideline, ready to come out. So much for that 3-and-out. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. Here's Rodgers to throw. That's to his running back, Leonard Fournette. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Out of the pistol, it's Fournette. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. On play action, now Rodgers. It's caught here by Adams. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Give him 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well. Fournette, a first down carry. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. To throw on 2nd and 6. Rodgers. Rush coming, and he's taken down. The sack by Todd Davis.
Well, nothing takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Rodgers. This is caught, and he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Davante Adams, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Extra point up and good by Crosby, and that pushes the lead up to 11. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. A pretty big opening there on first down. 8 yards up to the 33. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
At the 33-yard line.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Darnell Savage, the rookie from Maryland. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
And some space here. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him, but don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
Yeah, nobody leaked. Big play. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, you block over here.
To throw is Rodgers. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
This defense could use some more of these types of plays. How about him reading it, driving on the football, and he's right there for the pass breakup.
Now Rodgers. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Locke and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Team 6. Team 6.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And all the way down to the 29. A big play there on the catch and run. 46 yards. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
On 1st down, Gordon. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. You don't see that a ton, do you? The cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Locke. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it.
Oh, Fournette loses it. It's out. It's picked up by the Broncos. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations, big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Throwing again on 2nd down. Locke. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. The 40. He's at the 30. 10. And into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown. Now Crosby for the point after. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Kevin King with a pick. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Rodgers, 3 first-half touchdown passes. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. And the Broncos have it. But he will not be able to bring this one back, and the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
I remember when they changed the rule, and there was a lot of consternation, especially coming from the kickers. Okay, how's this going to affect things, having to kick a longer one now? Much more of a field goal attempt, and the defensive guys saw it as an opportunity to get more block.
That's exactly right. There's more effort now. Before, when it was snapped down near the goal line, you would basically see guys just stand there.
Yeah, not anymore. Now, those guys are going after it because not only can they knock it away and change a little bit of momentum,
and get 2 points.
they can pick it up and take it back for 2 points.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Clock will try again on 2nd down. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 46. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level.
So through an opening, and there he goes. Touchdown, Packers. Leonard Fournette, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Crosby connects on the extra point, and a rout is on here in this first half. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sacked there by Jadeveon Clowney. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. They look to throw. It's locked. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Jair Alexander at a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. Now Leonard Fournette. Some extra space following the display of power. Down just inside the 45. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Here's Rodgers. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up third down. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. A final shot before half for Rodgers. Steps away, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Packers pick it up. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secure. And a lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Oh, how about this on first and goal? And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on second and goal here. Rodgers going to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to make.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Jair Alexander. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. So first and 10 now from the 30. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Looking deep for Adams. And Rodgers intercepted a third time. A.J. Boye with a pick. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. He goes full extension, and he's got it.
Maximum effort, partner. Minimal gain.
Yeah, minimal gain. Looked good, though. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this second and 9.
Hey, Echo. 58 to Mike, 58. 58 to Mike. Let's go, baby. They turn up. Let's get that ball. Let's get that ball. 58 to Mike.
On second down, here's Locke. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
Get the outlaw now.
First down, Broncos.
58 to Mike. All day. Hey, high 7. 58 to Mike. Hey, big rip. Big rip.
Throwing on first down is Locke. This is the tight end, Fant. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Fant, the first-round pick out of Iowa, taken 20th overall. Second tight end taken in the draft. Amazingly, the second Iowa tight end taken in the draft is teammate T.J. Hawkinson. 8th overall, he was selected by the Lions. But Noah Fant really wowed everyone in Indianapolis at the Combine and now trying to parlay that into an impressive NFL career. Looking to throw again on second down. Lock. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Lock now. 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
I'm coming after you. And 58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic. So don't say nothing. 58, boys. 58. 58 is Mike. Now watch run. Watch run. 58, right over. 5. 58, right there. Ready.
Into the red zone, it's Lock. Being chased out left, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Preston Smith able to record his 5th sack of the season. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the third.
I got you, son. I got you, son. SOS.
Pilot, 64, weak.
SOS.
5.
On third down, Lock. Flush to his right. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit third quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that. But when you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half. And got his man complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That goes as a gain of 36 on third down. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now Fournette. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. They'll run it again with Fournette. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
And he gets it to Funchess complete. Touchdown, Packers. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers as his guys continue to pour it on. Crosby with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
On first down, Locke. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Hey, Haywood. Tight right. Hey, we got 3 down. Hey, 40's Mike. Right.
Block again here on 2nd and 10. That's caught over the middle by Fant. And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
Let's go.
Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down.
Let's go. 10 logos. Look at me. Zipper. Mike 40. Hey, let's pin the mirror. Hey, exit. 40's the Mike. Squeeze. Let's go.
From midfield, here's Locke. And he rifles one incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a third down. The Broncos on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Block now to throw. And able to find Deshaun Hamilton complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Hey, seam 6. Lee Griffin.
Block now on first down. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play. And boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Mike spoke. Hey, watch the slant. Hey, Delta. Ready.
Again, they'll throw with Locke. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They've got it 3rd and goal now as they try to punch in a late touchdown.
Hey, Zoo. I'm coming after you. 5.
Block now on 3rd and goal. This is caught. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be 4th and goal. And here just playing for pride at this point. Down big, but they'll go for it on 4th and goal.
Hey, wahoo!
Locked to throw for it on 4th. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. Coaches must really like to see that from the quarterback because he's had the interceptions in this game, but they're able to connect on the touchdown pass.
And teammates love to see that because they know that they miss blocks during a game, but they come back and make them later on. They miss tackles, right? They miss making plays, but the spotlight is magnified on your quarterback. And when he stands up to the pressure and comes back and throws a touchdown pass after throwing some picks earlier, they feel great about that guy.
And likewise for him personally, as a rookie quarterback, has to give him more confidence. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When you go to the backup, let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. We these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. But, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So